10. Hello everybody. It's just a little video. You don't often see me. I'm normally sweaty and horrible, and I mean I'm horrible now, but I'm normally sweating and showing you bits on how to do this and how to clean dance floors and stuff like that. But I wanted to do a little video. I've just come back from Benidorm for a few people and birthdays and stag do, so I'm a little bit worse for wear. My voice isn't great, so you'll have to excuse me for that. But we've been nominated. I'm sure you've had some emails from us, particularly me and Helen, for the Wedding Industry Awards 2019. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm looking down, I've put some notes here, purely because I'm old. My memory's crap. But there's some things I desperately wanted to say, and some people I wanted to thank. So the Wedding Industry Awards 2019, we've been nominated, okay, and the reasons why we've been entered this year, I'm going to tell you a little bit about where we are with it so that you know. We've been nominated a lot of times, and I always feel, because it's my company, that I don't want to be judged by other companies outside of what we do, if that makes sense to you. For instance, florists, cake decorators, they're the people that are going to be judging us ultimately. Now, there's nothing wrong with cake decorators, florists, but they're never at the wedding to see what we do. They're never there. And I would hate to judge other people like, I mean, I don't know one good cake from another. I know what they taste like, but I don't know if that's the style or that's the trend. It's not for me to say that. And that's one of the reasons why we don't like to be judged by these kind of people. But hey, in the way we're living in at the moment, that's where we are with it. We want to be judged by you guys, genuinely, from mums, dads, brides, grooms, grandmas, all those people that come to your events, your wedding, because that's what it's all about, and people that have just had the best days of their lives. They're the people that matter to us, really. I mean, you know that. It shows in what we do as a company. And we often say, and you've seen it on Facebook loads of times, that just a simple thank you is more than enough. Now, I'll just explain to you briefly where I am. This is my little man cave. Nobody ever comes in here, which is good, because I get things done. I was going to do a big, put banners up and vote vibe, and I just thought, that's not me. I'll just tell it you from my heart straight away who we are and what we're doing. And we're constantly reminded, I am, from emails and letters and of course social media, how we've made the day so memorable, and that they want to do it all over again, which I don't recommend. It's expensive. It was great the first time. And how, with the pictures and video package that we do, how we've captured that once in a lifetime moment that nobody else has caught, even your photographer. Sometimes they go home a little bit too early for my liking, to be perfectly honest, but we capture that picture, that once in a moment lifetime, and people have just got it, and it's on their mantelpiece and it's on their Facebook picture, and it's the one thing that reminds them of maybe a friend that's not with them anymore or something like that. It's just, these things are so precious. Anyway, enough of me babbling on. Why we want to win, and we do want to win, okay. It would be a lie if I said I wasn't bothered, right? I'm human. I want to win. I've won some awards. There's a couple up here, DJ of the Year and stuff like that. It's great at the time. It's great for me, okay? But it's not for me. It's not for Mark Field. Now, you're going to hear all these people on speeches go, it wasn't for me, it's for my mum and this and that. But it truly isn't for Mark Field, okay? I'm lucky in what I do, okay? To be a part of people's lives, okay, at a time when it's like really important to them, and I've learned over the years that it's possible to earn a good living out of having a good time, which I know is hard for other people to accept, even members of my own family. I don't have a proper job, I don't do this, you know what I mean. I get all that, okay, but I like what I do, and I think I'm alright at what I do. You know, I'm not up there, but I think I'm okay. For this I'm thankful, really thankful. I know how hard it is to work, earn money. When I say work, what you would call a proper job. Okay. and save for your wedding. Now, I've done that. I'm married, so I know how hard it is to go out. I've been out there, 2 jobs, all the stuff, saving every penny that you can. And believe me, it's one of the many reasons why I want your wedding to be amazing, because it's time invested. You've spent sometimes 2, 3, I've even met people 4 years in the planning of weddings, and you're investing a lot into it, and you want it to be fabulous, and I want it to be that fabulous for you. So there's 2 reasons why. The first reason, so I can show to you guys and to certain people who help and work for Vibe Entertainment how much people, i.e. bride and grooms, mums and dads, how much they appreciate what they do. I get a lot of praise from people and say, oh, you're great, and this, that and the other. But these people don't get the praise, and they're the people that really deserve it. I'm not going to mention everybody because it would be just take forever, and you're already bored now. I can see that in your face. It's alright, I've got a jokey way of things. It's maybe a nervous thing, I don't know. But I want to say thank you, and I want you guys to say thank you to people who really deserve what they do. For instance, these are the people: Helen, Gemma, Anwar, DJs who work for us, artists and entertainers who work for us, people who do lighting, people who do this, that and the other. The list is endless. They all get and buy into what we're trying to achieve. You want great entertainment and a decent value for money. That's what you want, and that's what we're trying to give you. Now, Helen in particular needs to be singled out for her role in Vibe Entertainment. Most of you, if not all of you, I'd say pretty much all of you, have spoken to Helen at some stage. She's always available to help. She's like a mother to the DJs. She deals mostly with the DJs. I speak to them on a regular basis, but I'm too jokey and funny to get any serious information across to them. But she looks after them. She's there. She's always available. Sometimes just for a shoulder to cry on, in some information, stuff like that. And she gets to know you guys, and she is invested in your wedding. She understands where you're coming from with money and timings and all the little bits of details that go out of my head, you know. I'll just turn up and I do what I'm doing. She gets to know you. She's on your side. She's also on my side, and she does kind of look after me and gets me to do things like crazy weddings. I can think of a few, but I won't go into them. And I think, oh, really, have I got to do that? And then she says no, and then I do it, and it's absolutely brilliant, and I absolutely love it. It turns out to be amazing. She organises everything that we do. So Helen needs special recognition for what she does, and I think an award like this would say to Helen, well done, you're doing a great job, which she is. Also Gemma and Anwar need a mention as well. Gemma's a DJ. She's also runs most of our social media. She's the one that wanted me to do this. Thanks. She's also a full-time mum. Amazing children. Runs Vibography, our photo event company, which is her photo event company. I just tell them they're brilliant and away she goes. She's also a DJ. She's brilliant. Okay, and also Anwar. Now Anwar, you'll never meet Anwar, and you should, because he's a great guy. He's a guy I've known for over 10 years. He designs all our print work. He designs all our websites, our emails, and the Vibe Entertainment website will go live after they've put this up on the Facebook. We were going to do a big 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, but I just think we should go live and put it on, and then Anwar you'll see his work, and it's absolutely amazing. Some of you are actually on the website as well, and don't be upset if you're not. That's probably not a bad thing, because remember, I was at the wedding, so and imagine how hard it is keeping some of you off. You know, some of the moments we've had have just been like, oh, amazing. Far too many to sort of capture and put on a website, and we're just trying to get this sort of, it's a difficult balance for Anwar and me to sort of keep the corporate-y, this is who we are, sensible side of Vibe Entertainment, and the crazy fun that goes on. So Anwar's a guy that definitely needs to be mentioned. The website's going to change as we take more weddings and we get more permission off people. I haven't had permission off everybody to put certain pictures I want to put on there, And that's fine, you've got lives and you don't want to be bothered by spam emails from Mark saying, can I use your picture? But it will change. But just so that you know, if there is a photo on there or a bit of video or something on there that you don't want and it's of you, I'm happy to take it off. It's not a problem, really isn't. I'll just take it off and I'll still love you regardless. So that's the first reason that we want to win. The second reason is, of course, it's for you. Okay, it's for brides, grooms, bride and brides. It's for all those people. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe it is for you. It's hard to pick companies, isn't it, when you're getting married, because you got it coming from left and right. You go to wedding shows and you go this and you pick up that many leaflets and most of them go in the bin. And but the second reason we want to win for you is because it gives you confidence in you pick the right company, because other brides and grooms have said, do you know what, these guys are good, you should have them at your wedding. You hear horror stories, of course you do. You need to know that your hard-earned money is being spent correctly. You need to have confidence in what you're doing, and also you need to get on with the people that you're dealing with. Picking a photographer for you guys, just for instance, I'm babbling a bit now, but it's a difficult thing to do. You're with him from the morning, almost the minute you wake up, right the way through the day. It's more a personal thing than the way the work is, and that's a lot with what we do as well. It's a bit of a personal thing, but we also need to know that people that have used Vibe Entertainment have had a great experience with us right from the start. We get engaged with you from the start. We speak to you as little or as much as that you want to speak to us. And it's all very well as saying, oh, we've got a good reputation and we're going to say that, aren't we? Of course we're going to say that. We're not going to say, no, we're all right, but there's better money elsewhere. So that's why we want, the second reason is part of why we want to win. It gives you more confidence in that you're booking the right people, and also other people saying it. It gives it a bit of gravitas. It gives it sort of that confidence that you think, yeah, these guys, I've made the right choice, and then you're more relaxed and you're happy with what you're doing. There's summer wedding awards around. There's lots of them. Okay, we've been nominated quite a few times, and I've sort of stepped back from it and said, it's not for me. But I've been really reluctant with it. It's going to be a one-time only thing for us, this wedding award thing, because there's an awful lot of work that goes into it, believe it or not. Emailing, checking we're doing the right things, voting, sharing it, all that sort of stuff. It's also all more work for the people. But I've been persuaded to have a go at it this year from family and friends, and bride and grooms have said, we want to vote for you, but why won't you go in, that sort of stuff. So I've been persuaded, so we're going to go for it. So they're saying it's a no-brainer, so here we go. It'd be big if we win, and it'll be big if we don't win. If we do win, you'll be able to go, oh, our DJ's amazing, he's an award winner, and you'll be able to put that little side thing on there. But more importantly, it's the award part of it. It's for being recognised, for being pretty good. The Wedding Industry Awards is run by a guy called Damien Bailey, who I've watched a couple of his videos, and you kind of get a good feel for people on videos and stuff like that. He's a wedding photographer. He's a good photographer as well. I've had a look at his site, some really good stuff on there. So I'm praising you, Damien, if you have any influence. I'm hopeless, I know this. I believe his motives are really genuine. He wants to raise the standards and recognise good and outstanding people, and that's kind of what we do. People that go the extra mile, that's exactly what I buy into, all that sort of stuff. I want it to be great. I've been at your wedding, you've said to me, what time do you want to do the first dance? And I've said, when you want to do the first dance, not when other people want you to do it. It's your day, you take your time, you do what you want to do. It's that people that just want to do that extra mile, and that's where this Damien Bailey comes from. We've always tried to raise the standards of DJing in what we've been doing. I've been doing this for an awful long time, too many years, don't care to remember. And I've always tried to raise the standards, and it's a difficult thing with trying to deal with DJs and get them to change the way that they do it. It's not about what they want, it's about what you guys want. Entertainment's often overlooked at weddings, it just is. We scale on the rank of second to bottom, probably just after the Dove release. There's nothing wrong with Dove releases. We're way down there. But it's all about the dress. Of course it's all about the dress, or it's all about the suits if you guys, it's all about that. But then I think we're up there, we are like second, because it's a celebration. Your wedding's a celebration, it's a party. Nobody remembers the chair covers. Nobody remembers, you know, the seating plan. As beautiful as they are, nobody remembers them. But everybody remembers the entertainment, the celebration, the love and all the rest of it that goes on. It's important as well. Two people make promises, that's great. We share in that emotion as well. It's with the kind of the fun and excitement part of it, you know what I mean? I'm just going to turn this bit over because my notes have run out sort of thing, and I'm going to babble on about, I'm frightened I'm going to babble on about golf and things. So, we were the first to use video pictures at your wedding. I mean, I personally travelled to Vegas and for the American DJ Association and see how things, they did things differently over there. And you know, the Americans, their customer attitude is fabulous, it's great. It's a can-do attitude that they do so well. And we do it reluctantly. You know, some of us still buy into when people say have a great day, you're like, okay. But it's the customer service really that I'm kind of trying to get you to understand where we are. Also the DJ gear. Now I made a note on here that says DJ gear isn't great. Some of it's crap. It just is. I often get pictures from people, and especially our DJs that work in DJs with other things going on. They send a picture and I think, oh my God, what on earth are you doing, friend? So I'm an honest guy, I tell you how it is. I'm chalk and cheese, you know, some people like me, some people don't. 51% I go for, but I'll tell you how it is. We invest a lot of money in our kit. Some people say too much money. I never say that, I love kit. And you've seen it. I've seen these people on a weekly basis send me a picture and say, we had this DJ and blah 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 blah. I'm thinking, oh God, why would you do it? Voting for Vibe says that we've taken that you've taken the time out to say Vibe Entertainment are really good. You know, you can trust them. No amount of advertising on Facebook, advertising in magazines can beat that. It just tells all the brides what it is. Okay, finally, because I know you're really, really bored now. If you voted already, I want to say thank you. And I really mean that, I'm sincere. Thanks for taking the time. I know some of you put posts on our Facebook group as well, which are amazing, and I always constantly look back to them just to make sure you haven't took them off. I'm quite fickle. If you haven't got around to it, okay, I know you're busy, I know you're fed up of seeing emails from me saying, hello, voted. I'm really saying, please, just get on with it. We don't know what you've said in the vote. We just get a list of people that have voted on the list saying that a particular bride has voted. For instance, Daniel, thank you for your vote. You put it on there saying, Mark, it's saying it's when it was and when you voted. So we don't see what you've said. There's an average thing between 1 and 10, I think, and you have to vote for what it is. I hope it's 10s. I always hope it's 10s because I know how averages work. And I don't think it's the amount of votes, I think it's what people say. There's also a section in the bottom of it, I've looked as well, that gives some constructive criticism, and I think that's great because I want to know what you think we can do better. Because if you think we can do something a little bit better, I'm thinking, you know what, they're right, we should be doing that. So please leave a little bit of constructive criticism as well. It only takes 2 months, it only takes 2 minutes to vote. And I do know some people have tried to vote that I've done your weddings for before, and I'm sorry, they have a criteria when it is and when you can and when you can't and who you can. So I do know some of you, and I do appreciate all the emails on Facebook and things like that. And it will help bride and grooms to have confidence in Vibe. We've made their wedding the one-off bespoke kind of thing. Everybody's wedding needs to be different. I want everybody's wedding to be different, especially yours. So that's the reason that part of it we want to vote. We've also set up a little group, Vibe Brides. Some of you have tried to join. and some of you watching this video who aren't Vibe Brides have tried to join, I'm sorry, we always check to see who you are. It's only a little group, and it's from Vibe Brides, to be honest, and you guys have researched this over 2 or 3 years. You know what's good, you know what's bad, and then I always think people are always great to help other people. So it's kind of, you want to help other people. So we've had a couple of things on there that people have said, I need a car, or I need so-and-so, or I need a dress, or I can't get the right thing. We've steered them into the right way. We're always honest on there. So if you haven't been accepted, you're obviously not a Vibe Bride, you're obviously a seller or something like that, because Facebook's a nightmare for that kind of thing. What else have I got to say? Oh well, the link is going to be on the bottom of this video. You just click on it, it takes you straight to the Wedding Industry Awards. Now you've only got a week, right? I think the voting stops on the 12th, so I think you've got to just after this weekend to vote, and it'll take, like I say, 2 minutes to do it. Now if we don't win, okay, I'll be sad. Sort of sad, but don't worry, your wedding's still going to be amazing. We're still going to be there and be amazing for you. You're still going to get the best that money can buy. You're still going to get everything we do and thrown at what we do. So don't worry, we don't mind. We want to win, but if we don't win, we're not going to sit there and gripe and say, oh, it's so-and-so and it's so-and-so. It's a one-off thing for us. We have a go this time, and if we don't. Feel free to post at the bottom of this video. I'm going to do a tiny bit of editing because I fell over the dog when I come in. That's some horrible picture back up there as well that I thought was grim, so I started it again. So we'll wait and see. We look forward to see what happens. If nothing else, I've had a chance to thank people who work for Vibe Entertainment and who I do fairly regularly, but not on a public scale like this. And they're the people that deserve it more than I do. Keep recommending us, which is another good thing. The amount of recommendations we get from other people, and then I get to see you again, and then all of a sudden you've got 2 kids, and you're telling me it was 7 years ago, and I'm like, you are joking me. And I get to introduce to other members of the family, which is always lovely. So I hope to get to see you guys in the future, and seeing your new additions to the family and everything else. Alright, so vote Vibe. Love and respect always to you guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.